Hello everybody, and here we are today at SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, Virginia, host to the 2015 Conference USA Championship, and Old Dominion look to pick up their first ever conference title at this level of play. They're 25th ranked in the country, the first time they've ever been ranked at this level of play, and it's a big deal for them to win. It's a chilly one here. Better break out the hot chocolate, the hoodies, and the hand warmers, because we're in for a good one. And welcome to SB Ballard Stadium, here ready to kick off the championship game. And Rob Thompson, not the usual return man for Old Dominion, but he's changing things up here as we open the game. And Thompson gets a block from Brian Cook, makes a move around the edge, and nobody's going to catch him. He's going to go 103 yards for the touchdown. Rob Thompson does not return kicks in this, his first. He's been on punt return duty every once in a while, but he doesn't normally return kicks. And he does 103 yards on this one. A great block by Brian Cook set the edge on that one, gave Thompson a chance to make a move. And Old Dominion out on the first play of the game. They're going to go a little trickeration here, trying to get 2 points to open the game. Getting a little fancy pants, and Harvey Taylor almost comes up with it, but almost doesn't count. So it's 6-0 Old Dominion to open the game. An ideal start, maybe with the exception of that 2-point failure, but Old Dominion in a great position, and Joseph Calcagni, the quarterback for Tulsa, has had a great season. Quite an efficient quarterback, and he's going to be one to watch with his receiver Derek Atkinson, one of the highest rated receivers in the Conference USA today. A big screen play to Zach Langer of 18 gets the first down, and they're going to keep the drive going there. 2nd and 7 handoff though, Langer's blown up. As that linebacking core by Old Dominion, they lead the defense in just about everything this season, tackling and making great plays. Tackles in the backfield, they've done a great job. Gonna miss some of them as they do depart this season. Silva on a little read option. He's gonna make some shifty moves, 10 yards, and he's got over 1,000 yards rushing. He's very close to 2,000 yards passing. So he's had himself quite a redshirt freshman season. His first as starting quarterback, and a potential future ahead of him as well as he continues to improve. 3rd and 4 now past midfield. Silva looking to throw. He's trying to lead David Dixon away from his defender, maybe put a little too much there, but Dixon has to come down with that. End drive for Old Dominion. Look at John Jordan, the freshman defensive tackle coming in. Another guy who I feel has a bright future at Old Dominion. Now looking to pass. Tulsa going long, and it's safety Corey Taylor knocking it down at midfield. And Old Dominion would get great field position on their next drive. Triple option handoff to John L. Anderson. He doesn't get too many carries, but he does come in here and there. Can throw the defense off, a little misdirection there. 2nd and 4 out of the pistol. Give directly to Dixon, and 9 yards there. Dixon's had a great season, 1,000-yard rusher as well. Quarterback and running back both achieving over 1,000 rushing yards. And there's Brady Massey, the junior college transfer. He's a junior, so he only has 1 year of eligibility after this left, and he'll likely get more playing time in his senior season next year. Josh Silva stuffed on the option there. Hasn't happened too much. He's done very well running the option. But a handoff, stretching it to Dixon. He's going to go the 5, diving for the end zone touchdown. 15 yards. Dixon going for the pylon, and he gets it. Old Dominion takes the lead, and they've taken it early here. Doubling now. The extra point does go through. It's 13-0 here in the first quarter. Looking good for the home team, and that's Corey Taylor. Let's say Caleb, but safety Corey Taylor comes up and stops the read option. 3rd and 11. Calcagni dropping back to pass, and Floyd, even if he caught that, he may not have got the first down. Defense is great on that play, and another great field position for Old Dominion. Silva trucks him, and he doesn't do that very often. The 6'1", 196. And certainly he's trucking a linebacker that's much bigger than he is. He's much more quick and agile. He's not a powerful runner. Janelle Anderson on the reception. He's getting quite a bit of action here. Number 34 in the conference championship game for all the marbles here. Silva's going to take off, and he gets separation for Kevin Privet, who's going to go down inside the 5-yard line. Nearly 30 yards on that play. Great job by Silva using his legs to extend it and allow his receiver to get separation. Nearing the end of the first quarter here. Dixon goes in. He's over the goal line, touchdown. I thought he was going to be short, and he manages to push through. Another touchdown for David Dixon, and it's 20-0 at the end of one. Old Dominion showing their power in this game against the West Division champion Tulsa Golden Hurricane. They're 7-5 coming into this game, 6-2 in the Conference USA. They're on quite a winning streak right now, but Old Dominion, they've won just as many games. They've won 9 games in a row. Old Dominion can get their 10th win in a row today. Connor Martin, the junior tight end, what a job he has done, and he still has plenty of career left as well. Silva looking to pass. He gets sacked. Good coverage by Tulsa. Loss of 8 on the play. Set up a 3rd and 14 situation now. Silva out of the shotgun. He's going to get pressured, but David Dixon gets separation. Is he going to get the first down? Oh, he's tackled inches short. He thought he had the stretch to push it over the line. Old Dominion would simply just punt that one away. Too long for a field goal. And on first down, Kyle Cagney running a little read option. And he gets 8. He's a quick little guy. He's not Josh Silva fast, but he can make you miss. And look at him go. Yeah, he's not the fastest guy around. Malik Johnson, Corey Taylor in pursuit right now. They're going to catch up to him. But not before he gets 60 yards. He had a giant hole to run through. Now it's 2nd and 5 here as they're looking to score. Kyle Cagney throwing, and it's caught. Kevin Lucas. Touchdown, and Tulsa is finally on the board halfway through the second quarter. 20-7. Old Dominion still leading, though, out of the shotgun. They're splitting 5 wide, something we don't see too often. Brandon Ellison, certainly the future at the wide receiver position. Ellison's had a nice season, although being somewhat lower on the depth chart. Dixon following his blocker. Great patience running there. A spin move is going to get him about 10 more yards. And he's going to break the single-season rushing record with that run. Look at the patience following his blocker. Allows him to get many more yards, and he breaks Tyree Lee's 2013 single-season rushing record. And still more he can add on to that. 2nd and 4. Dixon gets the first down. Getting late in the first half, Old Dominion can put another score on the board. They're threatening, and Tulsa hasn't found much of a stop here so far. Silva going to get it on the option keeper. Nearly fights through that. Could have gotten a touchdown there, but 7 yards will do. Pistol formation, handoff to Dixon. So many different looks out of those pistol formations. The options, the handoffs, they all look the same. 2nd and goal. Just over a minute to go now, and an option again. Silva's going to go right in. Touchdown, Old Dominion. This time it's Silva. 3 touchdowns scored on the ground and 1 from special teams. It's been a good day. 1 minute and 1 second to go for Tulsa to try and at least hammer at this lead, and that ball is going nowhere. 27-7. Old Dominion really laying it on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. That screenplay busted by Caleb Taylor. He's up in those plays generally. 3rd and 14, time ticking down. Tulsa maybe looking to just get out of this half here with Zach Langer. He gets beat up. Old Dominion takes a timeout. They maybe want to take a shot here. 3 seconds left. Gonna go deep for the end zone. Try and get maybe another score on this one. Tack on another. Why not? It gets picked off though. Good try. No harm, no foul there as it gets just downed in the end zone. 27-7 is the halftime score. The 25th ranked Monarchs are on their way. They are 1/2 away from their first conference championship. But they still have to close this one out. Nothing's guaranteed. As we've seen this season, you can't rely on everything you've done in this half. You got to keep it going and got to keep running the ball. It's been the biggest thing for Old Dominion this season. Run, and then throw some play actions. Take a few chances, but the spin move there, David Dixon, what a spin move. That was one of his best runs of the season, I think. Simply because of the way he followed the blocker. And that spin move was just a beautiful run and also broke that single season record. Look at the balance though, 100 yards passing, 111 yards rushing, 10-21 of possession. Old Dominion has dominated this first half in every facet, with the exception of the turnover department, which has been a problem all season. Turnover margin has largely been in their opponent's favor, something that needs to be turned around for next season for sure. Downed in the end zone on the kickoff to open the second half. Tulsa out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, and Jack Tacho a little slow on the coverage there. Derek Atkinson, talked about him earlier. He's a dangerous receiver, but he's been quiet so far. And Zach Langer, this has been a problem for Old Dominion. At times on running plays, they lack tackling. Sometimes they look really good, like there. Anderson Miller comes right off the edge, stops the play. See how he comes right through, virtually just blowing off that offensive lineman. Other times they just can't seem to bring anybody down. That screenplay never had a chance. And that's 4th down for Tulsa. They're going to go for a field goal here of about 43 yards. And it's going to go through and good. So it is a 17-point game now, and Old Dominion next drive would stall out, so they're going to punt it away here. Trying to keep it away from the return man, and it bounces off his helmet, and he is so lucky that was recovered. Could have been dangerous. He should have maybe just let this one go instead of running right at it. Bounces off his helmet, right off the noggin. 1st and 10 now. Kyle Cagney throwing great blocks off to the right side there for Floyd to get 8 yards on the screen. He could have gotten a lot more. Did take quite a shot. The wind would be knocked out of him. He wouldn't be out for very long though. 2nd and 2. Marcus Massey closing in. But Langer does get the first down around midfield. Kyle Cagney. Look at Langer, gets blown up. We've seen this time and time again. TJ Ricks on that play. We've seen Taylor, Ricks. We've seen Roshan Doherty, Chris Cleveland this season, all making great plays out of the linebacker position. And Jack Tacho gets burned again by Atkinson, and maybe a mismatch in coverage over there, as it seems to be a problem so far. And beating him again the 3rd time in this quarter. That matchup has been exploited. It seems to be a problem for Old Dominion. Langer gonna run right through that tackle, nearly gets into the end zone. 3rd and goal now out of the shotgun. Nowhere! You're going nowhere. Larry Alston wraps up on the play, forces the chip shot field goal. And now it is a 2-touchdown game, 27-13. Tulsa trying to claw their way back into this one. But this play gets run right through the defense. A huge hole. Dixon nearly had a chance to bust that one all the way. 29 yards. He crosses the 100-yard mark today. Unbelievable. Silva on play action finds Lawrence Reese. We talked about him in the last video. What a player he's going to be in the future. Him and Brandon Ellison are the future at wide receiver. They were recruited for exactly those purposes, to build a lot of talent at wide receiver and maybe incorporate more of a passing game. Silva now looking out of the shotgun on 1st down. He's going to find Dickens. He splits defenders on that play. A perfectly placed pass. Burst and goal. And now we look to 2nd and goal. Fake handoff on the option. Spin move, Silva. The spin move gets him into the end zone for the 2nd time today. I count that 4 rushing touchdowns for Old Dominion. 2 by Josh Silva, 2 by David Dixon. And the spin moves are on display today. Dixon and Silva both showing they can outdo defenders by whipping around. 360. Wow, unbelievable. It's 34-13. The dominance continues. 2nd and 4 for the Tulsa offense now. And here Atkinson comes into the backfield. They're trying to show more of an option look. And here, look at Langer. Corey Taylor's going to try and run him down. He does get him down at the 25-yard line. And the big runs have been a problem for Old Dominion. They've given up a number of big plays like that. But outside of those big plays, it's been rather contained. The swarming defense all over the quarterback. Chalk that up to Chris Cleveland, but that was really a team effort here. Cleveland may have been the last one to get him down, but everybody had a piece of that one. Look at how many guys get a part of him. The quarterback absolutely got crunched. the start of the fourth quarter. 3rd and 12. A touchdown here would go a long way to helping Tulsa get back in this game, and it happens. The 4th time Derek Atkinson has burned Jack Tacho. They have found the mismatch. Don't know where that was earlier in the game, but certainly there's an issue there that needs to be checked by Old Dominion. 7-yard run by Dixon, and on 3rd and 4, it's going to be Philip Dickens. He's been on those routes all day. He gets kind of blasted. Gets right back up, no problem. 2nd and 10, ace formation. Dixon handoff to the right side, not going anywhere. One of the few times he was stopped for a loss in this game. Silva looking to pass, and he is going to find Kirk Spellman, a big play to keep the drive going and allow Old Dominion to continue to possess the ball and keep it away from Tulsa for any further comeback action. Kevin Privet running to the sidelines there. A nice gain of 11 yards. Silva doing a very good job passing the ball today. Harvey Taylor comes in. Gets a good 11 yards. What a run that was. Beautifully done. He's such a good running back. And on 2nd and 6, a dangerous throw. You don't want to make those throws too often. That was in about a group of 5 defenders. He fits it into Martin, but dangerous. Dixon can't get the first down. And so Old Dominion will be setting up for basically an extra point here. About the distance it's worth. 37-20 is the lead. So it's a 3-score game with 2.5 minutes to go. Things are looking great for Old Dominion. 2nd and 6 here for Calcagney. Looking to throw, and he's going to get eaten up. And he's, well, several times in this game been beaten up. John Jordan has had quite a game. Again, the future at defensive tackle there. Lucas, not good awareness of where he is on the field. Didn't get across the marker. 4th and 2, under 2 minutes to go. It's an option keeper. He is going to get the first down. He's going to get more than a first down. TJ Ricks in pursuit, along with Malik Johnson. It was a big play to set them up at the 35-yard line in Old Dominion territory. Finds Kevin Lucas out of bounds. A free timeout. Tulsa's really going to have to push. They have a lot to work with. Or a lot to work for, I should say. Epps gets absolutely drilled on that play by Larry Alston. 2nd and 1. They have a lot of catching up to do, but Epps makes the play here and at least whittles away that lead. And while it's been a dominant game for Old Dominion, they've given up a number of big plays to Tulsa that they really shouldn't be giving up, and it is concerning going forward. Kevin Privet does get the onside kick, and that's going to be it. There's the final whistle. Old Dominion holds off a bit of a comeback try by Tulsa, but for the first time we can say the Old Dominion Monarchs are Conference USA champions. This in year 3, 2015. Old Dominion can lift the trophy, their 2nd trophy that they can officially claim as a team. The bowl game against Fresno State, and now this can officially put it in the trophy case and forever remembered as Old Dominion's first conference championship at the FBS level. That's it, guys. We've got one more game after this and we'll close out year 3. But what a way to go. 10-game winning streak now. It's been extended. 10 games. The last time we lost was Western Kentucky early in the season. There's the trophy. There's the team. Maybe a little too heavy to lift over our heads, so we'll just kind of leave it there in the stand. Tough going for Tulsa. Wasn't an easy game for them, and they had to fight from behind for the majority of the game. There it is, the Rob Thompson kickoff return. That block by Brian Cook made all the difference, though. If he doesn't do that, Thompson stopped. Simmons, great return man, Donald Simmons. We recruited him, if you remember. He was a recruit, year 1. Certainly has potential at defensive back. What a game, though. Old Dominion 37-27. And it hasn't been the easiest of seasons. Had to grind out some wins this year. Haven't had a lot of dominant wins, and a lot of the teams we beat during this winning streak have been somewhat lesser teams. But 11-2, 8-1. There it is. Silva, 16 of 20. Both quarterbacks were high percentage completions on the day. was pretty impressed with both quarterbacks at how few incompletions they threw. There it is, up close and personal. There's the trophy we so very much deserve after the way the season went. Very proud of the team. Johnny Manziel wins another Heisman. Wasn't really that close again. It was last season. It wasn't close at all between whoever it was. And we're number 24 in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl playing against the Tennessee Volunteers on December 31st, 2015. Simmons wins Returner of the Year, and for the first time, I think in ever, I've won Coach of the Year. I think in all the dynasties I've ever done in my lifetime on NCAA football, I don't think I've ever won Coach of the Year. Could be wrong, but it hasn't happened very much. Get ready, guys. The Liberty Bowl against Tennessee is next time, and I hope to see you.